What's up YouTube, this is Joe from YUGIOH Games, and I'm bringing to you guys an update to Galaxy Eyes. As you can see, we finally received Cypher X Dragon. He doesn't completely break the deck, but he is a fantastic option that you can play in your X deck to help you go second if your deck is primarily focused on doing so. This guy helps clear boards and helps keep the boards bigger on your side in combination with Cypher Dragon, and if you do play that extra spice, Neo Cypher Dragon as well, because you can literally just slap this on top of any Cypher Dragon you control. And if you did forget, Cypher Dragon, when he steals a monster, it becomes Cypher Dragon. So what we were doing before, if we stole XD's monsters, we just turned that stolen XD's into a full armor photon. We can now do it to essentially any monster in the game, so long as you did steal it with a Cypher Dragon. And not only that, on your next turn, he provides you with a different monster if you so wish from your graveyard. And you'll see it as I explain more in depth once I get to that extra deck. So I will not only show you this profile, explain to you my choices obviously as I go if there's anything different, but I'll also show you an additional super spicy package that you can play in this deck, and it's just really spicy. It's something that I'm going to be play testing as I go, see how it officially works, but the theory is there, and I'll explain the theory and show you the theory once I get into it. So stay tuned for that if you're excited for that. So if you, as always, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below, ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. And all of that is great, appreciate it, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this Galaxy Eyes deck profile. So starting off with our main monster, Galaxy Eyes, as always, gotta play him at 3. And then we have our 2 Afterglow Dragons. We then have our 2 Galaxy Knights, our 3 Galaxy Soldiers. I'm playing the 1 Brave at the moment. You can bump him up if you so wish. I'm just enjoying the 1, though I do constantly fluctuate with this guy from 1s, 2s and 3s. I'm sticking to the 1 at the moment. If I do up into 2, there's a card that I'll take out, which I'll get to later on. But at the moment, 1 is doing just fine. To help mitigate the loss of Union carry, because we're still hurt about that, I have bumped Galaxy Wizard to 3. Just because you need to see your cards as soon as possible. And Wizard not only helps you see those cards, but he also can adjust his level, which is super handy in this deck. He's also just a free level 4 that you can just summon to help trigger your Vanisher to summon himself. And then yeah, he just nets you so much. Like, he does a lot for this deck, and like 3 is doing very well at the moment. I'm also playing the 3 Photon Orbitals. Still trying to pick up my 2nd and 1st secrets. And until then, I'll stick with these lovely original ultras. The 3 Vanishers. Super important in this deck still. And then we play 3 one-offs. I'm playing the 1 Photon Thrasher, which has got a very lovely ultra reprint, the 1 Advancer and the 1 Cleric. These 2 are just 3 extenders and 3 summons to help you get your games, get your plays either going or continuing. And then the Galaxy Cleric is just a great late game mid-grind card that you can either search out from like a lot of cards in this deck, which then lets you reshuffle 5, draw 2, and it can also attach itself as an overlay unit, which I don't use it often, but it still can come up. To run at main deck, I play 3 hand traps. I'm playing the 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits, because it is a light hand trap that you can use in this deck that does cause some very good disruptions on your opponent. Just being able to stop their plays ever so slightly by removing the monster that they're trying to resolve, and then also again being a 3 additional light that you can ditch off your soldier. That's it for the monsters. Moving on to spells. I am playing only 2 Sanctuaries. I don't want to rely too much on Sanctuary in my deck at the current time because, again, loss of Union Carrier. In the reduction of Sanctuary, I did bump up Trance. You'll see the ratio later on, but I still played Sanctuary because it's still a fantastic card, but there are still additional targets I want to summon in my extra deck or don't want to be locked into, though bearing that in mind, looking through my extra deck right now, everything's light. I was playing the Sky Prison at one point, but I had to take him out for the Cypher X, but Sanctuary is something that you can fluctuate if you want to, completely down to your personal preference. I am playing the free Expedition still. Just an E-Tele for essentially anything in your deck that you need because you can just search out Soldier. It's just fantastic. And I am playing 2 Accel Light. I still really like this card at the moment just because getting into Galaxy Wizard means I can essentially get into any Galaxy card in my deck. And so Accel Light is a great starter card currently. And I'm really enjoying this card at the moment. The 1 Rotor. The triple trading. This can be part of Prosperity if you wish. But at the moment I'm enjoying trading just because unlike Allure where you have to banish the card, trading you can just discard it, which then means it's now live and usable in the graveyard, which in this deck you can use our graveyard very nicely. So I'm currently enjoying trading a little bit more than Prosperity. But you can either play either or both if you so wish. Double Galaxy Trans. This card is just so strong, especially if we build this deck to primarily go second and just punch with massive damage with Prime Photon, which this deck can do so well. And Galaxy Trans, even in combination with Cypher Dragon now thanks to Cypher X, is just so easy to just clear off boards now with Galaxy Trans. I'm really enjoying playing it at 2. To round out the deck, I'm playing the 1 Galaxy Zero. Just a searchable monster reborn. If you want to, you can actually take this out for anything else, like those one-off Galaxy techs. So, like I've seen people playing Galaxy Cyclone, as it is a searchable spell and trap removal. So that's completely down to your personal preference. Moving on to the X deck, we are playing the 1 brand new Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon. So he is a rank 10. With 4,000 attack, 3,000 defense, takes 2 level 10 monsters, but you're just going to use it summoning condition where once per turn, you can also exceed summon Galaxy Eyes Cypher X Dragon by using a Cypher Dragon monster you control as material. Transfer some materials to this card. You can detach 2 materials from this card. Your opponent cannot target light monsters you control with card effects until the end of your opponent's turn. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can return 1 rank 9 or lower dragon Xyz in your graveyard to your extra deck. Then you can special summon that monster from your extra deck by using this card you control as material. Transfer this is treated an Xyz summon and transfers materials to the summoned card. This card is fantastic. Being able to just like make this again using a Cypher Dragon, stealing an opponent's monster, and then just detaching the two materials from it, and then just saying, okay, cool, now you're not going to be able to touch any of my monsters until the end of your turn. Like that little extra protection is pretty handy, but just being able to just essentially keep anything you steal as well as recycle your graveyard is just so handy. So handy. So I love playing Cypher X Dragon at the moment. We do play the 1 Cypher Blade Dragon and the 1 Cypher Dragon as a whole. I'm not playing full armor. I feel like full armor is just not needed. Our dragons are big enough as it is, so we shouldn't really need to start using things like full armor to start popping cards when we can just summon something big and just punch over it. So that's my personal opinion on full armor. Not that it's a bad card. I just feel like I have additional text I like to play my deck over the full armor. Continuing on, we do play the 2 Photon Lords. This is the thing you want to go into the most. And the Prime Photon, now it's just like the main boss of the extra deck completely. I'm still playing the 1 Tachyon Dragon, though there is something I might take out for him that I'll show you with the spicy tech. The 1 Galaxy Eyes Titanic. The 1 Felgrand. To round up the rank 8 Felgrand, you either got to play Felgrand or the Sky Prison. He's like number 88 Sky Prison. because you need that 1 XC that you can make turn 1 to then freely use your Afterglow more efficiently. That isn't like locked into the battle phase. We are playing the 1 Infinity and the 1 Nova. I'm playing this at the moment over the Conserve Ladies just because if I have that hand where all I can do is just resolve a double soldier, at least it's something that can give me a negate. The 1 Stylish Photon Blast Dragon, this becomes even better with the tech that I'm going to show you. So do keep that in mind. The 1 Bujinki Arashima and the 2 Soulflare Dragons. Arashima essentially has replaced the Union Carrier in the extra deck that helps you combo off. So that's it for the main deck and extra deck. I'm just going to quickly run through you and explain the spicy tech that I'm thinking of. And that is the 1 Hieratic Seal of Creation. In combination of that, this is the Hieratic Dragon King of Atum. If you don't know what this card does, if you have not seen the Hieratic profile, what this card does is essentially you target a dragon it sees you control, special from the extract 1 Hieratic it sees with a different original name by using that target's material. Transfers materials to that summoned card. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Hieratic monster in your graveyard, and special summon it in defense mode. You can only use 1 Hieratic Seal Creation effect once per turn, and only once that turn. So, the cool thing is with this is that if you can essentially make any of your dragon it sees, especially a blast dragon, you can make an attempt and then keep comboing off. And then later on in the game, we can use the creation of our graveyard to banish this, summon back the Atum. Yeah, he has no units, but essentially that means Hieratic Seal Creation is not only a free pseudo extender, but also a free 1200 attack point buff for our Prime Photon, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to quickly show you a quick little mini combo that you can use with the creation if you do choose to play it. So I'm going to zoom out if the phone lets me. There we go. So if you literally open up with creation, Vanisher, and any level 4 in your deck, literally any level 4, you can get this double disruption off and set up as well, so which is really cool. So I'm going to show you with the Photon Thrasher, which is really nice. So you can special summon your extender and summon the Vanisher. Vanisher is then going to get you your Galaxy Eyes, and then we're going to overlay these two into our Blast Dragon. Blast Dragon is going to summon the Galaxy Eyes from hand, and then we're going to use the creation to turn the Blast Dragon into a Atum. Atum is then going to activate and detach a material and summon forth from our deck our Afterglow Dragon. We're then going to use the Afterglow and the Galaxy Eyes to make our Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand, or if you're playing the Sky Prison as well, you've got that option. We're then going to use the Felgrand to detach the Afterglow in this scenario, and then target the Atum, negate the Atum. The Afterglow is going to activate and summon you a second Galaxy Eyes from your deck, which then you're going to use with the Atum to make a Soulflare Dragon. From there, Soulflare is going to activate and get you back the Galaxy Eyes, and that is our turn. That is the combo. What this gives you is double disruptions in the forms of either a monster negate with Felgrand and a bounce with Soulflare, or if you play the Sky Prison, a graveyard lock off the Felgrand and a bounce off the Soulflare. But then from there, literally, if this all gets outed, we then just got to make, if we make the Prime Photon after that, we can then use the Hieratic Creation to banish itself and get back the Atum from our graveyard. From there, we can either keep the Atum on board, or you can become a free material for a second Soulflare. But then this means is that when you attack with your Prime Photon, if he's the only monster on board, he would only get the 1800. But now, thanks to the creation, we can give him an additional 1200, which means literally just these two, your Prime Photon is going to jump all the way up to 7,000, and then 14,000 if you have the Afterglow underneath. So that's just another spicy combo, nice little spicy tech that you can play in your deck, which I'm still heavily thinking of trying out, and I will actually try it out at some point as well, because I've got myself to love it. Like it seems really cool. This is the ratio that I would play it as I'm showing you off. I wouldn't go with 3 copies unless you really want to heavily get into this and make this like a pseudo erratic Galaxy deck. But I'm thinking 2 copies can do very nicely in this deck, because you just need to make a rank 4. And with Lightning Overdrive just what feels like around the corner, we're getting 3 level 4 support in the forms of the Zexal support, which can really help extend the rank 4 place of this deck if you really want to go heavily down that route. And then you can make this engine even stronger. So that, guys, though, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it, the deck and the little mini combo. As always, like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.